Okay.
10 years later.
10 years later, welcome to Taking the Credit, episode 34. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. This time it's for real. Number 34, episode 34. We've been waiting 34 weeks to bring this to you, and finally we can. So, celebrate holidays.
Episode 34.
Yeah. We're on lounge chairs this time, so
Yeah.
see what that does for you.
How loungy we are.
Mm-hmm.
This was the last of the biggest, most recent purchases before my more recent big purchases was the lounge chairs, which have come in handy. I do like the idea, like my mom said, of getting like custom pillows with our names embroidered on them.
That's fancy.
So that way we know there are chairs.
Yeah. Sometimes I walk outside and I think, like, are those our chairs? I'm not sure. And then I remember, like, yeah, I think so.
They're
but
partially
if they were
ours,
embroidered.
partially Jude's.
Yeah.
I like how comfortable she's gotten on them.
Me too. Also, it's like really warm when the sun's beaming, but when the clouds are covering, it's
cold.
Yeah.
It was weird because just before when you were setting stuff up, the breeze died down.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a pretty heavy breeze coming through earlier when the clouds started rolling in, and then it kind of stopped. So, but like if you look, you got a big chunk of clouds right over here.
I can't wait for them to roll in because
no, but they're going like this way. So those ones aren't. Actually, yeah, you're right. They are kind of going this way. I don't know, tornado. But there's a bunch behind us too that are gonna roll up if these ones don't. So it's really okay. It'll definitely come back.
I have a feeling that the video's not going to look as good with this one, and that's okay. You know, but we're doing it outside. We don't have everything. We're lounging, but yeah, I got a feeling just because typically pictures and videos look better in the shade.
I know.
Last week's would be.
Was gonna suggest had we like had the camera over there, like facing that way, or camera over here, we sitting over there.
Yeah,
but then I think back to when you were podcasting with your brother, and you mentioned something like, "I'm not gonna let the little things bother me," and so here we are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna release it. We used a $50 pawn shop camcorder for the first 18 episodes, so I think it's okay.
This feels really good too, though, actually, right now, because I've been pretty cold. So even if I get a little warm, like, that's fine. And that's the thing I was telling myself with all these clouds moving around us is, like, you get real cold, and then I try to, like, embrace the cold because I know that when the sun comes out, I'm going to be real warm.
Yeah, and I might even need to make a wardrobe change at some point because
sweaty boy. Or you should just pop off your shirt.
No.
That'd be really good.
Warm out, or when the sun's out, yeah, it's just significant. Because this whole time we were setting up, it was gloomy and
when the
shady.
Clouds rolled through.
Like, literally, as soon as I'm ready, the
That's
sun comes out, and then I'm like, I have to adjust all of the settings, and then it's all ruined. So, whatever. Yeah. Shout out to the train.
When did that start? I remember clapping for the train. For Jude. We clapped for the train.
Probably when well, I don't know. I guess that could have been just a you thing.
Clapping for the train. I think it started with Jude. Maybe we clapped for the train or something.
She seems to be okay with trains. I feel bad for her, though.
Little ears. You can tell. Yeah. Anytime
I
I'm
walk
walking
away.
her. Yeah. Yeah. If there's something loud and like her ears just like shoot back, and I'm like, she probably just doesn't like that.
Yeah.
We try to avoid the trains. If there's one coming, we'll like even jog like a block away down to try and get out of the way. That's sweet, sweet train music.
Power horns.
I like there are sometimes, I think I pointed out to you, like, I swear that the conductor, whoever's driving the train sometimes, intentionally wants to be malicious. Oh, look at the little hand.
Oh, the little hand. Wow. Extra
ears.
squishy. Look how squishy she looks.
I know. But I think the conductor will, like, intentionally at night, like, lay on the horn. Like,
They're probably supposed to for safety's sake, but yeah, it's fun to think that they're all malicious.
Yeah.
And their whole purpose of taking the job is because they don't like when people sleep.
I could see that. If I was having a bad day, I would for sure lay on the horn like that.
This is for the third shifters here. That's why he's blaring it right now. It's like they're not getting sleep either.
Yeah. And also, just so you know, these clouds behind us are moving in quicker than I thought, so it's going to be pretty cloudy here again in a couple of minutes. So.
I hope so, because my black jeans were a bad choice at this point.
I'm glad that I put jeans on today. I love my new jeans.
New jeans.
I thought it was funny how my mommy and Brian were talking about how my pants, what did they say, look like from the 80s or something like that, the striped ones.
Oh, yeah.
They're making fun of them. But they're really cool and very comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, I like them. I didn't like them in the picture, but I like them on you, so.
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of the things that you've told me not to purchase, I end up buying, and then they're good anyways. And you're like, wow. Like the shirt I wore on not the last or the one before episode, I think the one where I had my hands out. The only time my hair is in a bun on the top of my head because I had just worked out and was too lazy to wash my hair.
I don't remember any of that. What did the shirt look like?
The blue one. The one that you said the lady looked like a cartoon when she was wearing it.
You wore that yesterday, yeah?
Yeah, I wore that yesterday too. Yep.
Yeah, I like that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say I didn't like the shirt. I just said that the lady looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. And that was only like very, very little of that was related to the shirt. It was the way she was standing and the emotionless face. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, he's a warm boy. The breeze is picking up a little bit.
Of course I'm warm.
Look see those clouds that were just behind us are right here now. It's weird because these ones haven't moved anywhere. They're just sitting here. Because I've been paying attention to this while you're setting everything up. And these clouds over here, they were moving, I think, this way or this way. And then these clouds over here are coming over this way now. But these are still sitting here. So whatever pushed those that way is pushing these this way. And then they're probably all just going to stay over us.
So you think it's going to be a tornado?
Tornado. Just kidding. It's been so long since I've ever had to deal with a tornado. Did you guys got those in Michigan, right? All sorts of tornado warnings and stuff like that.
Yep.
Tornado watch.
We got the warnings and the whole like things to do list, and it's kind of interesting because it's pretty rare to find I shouldn't say that. It's not as common to have a basement in Colorado as it is to have one in Michigan, but that's like your tornado safety zone.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like in Wisconsin. We used to always get the tornado stuff. And where we live here in Longmont, there's really never any chance of tornado. It would be like a one-off because we're too close to the mountains still. Like my mom explained it once, and I should probably know this, but being close to the mountains, the odds of a tornado are very, very slim. I think it just has to do with air pressure and how, the clouds and stuff move over the mountains, but yeah, we're never going to see them, but they get them out east in Colorado. There's all sorts of tornadoes and activity.
Yeah. Yep. Tornadoes, hurricanes, blizzards, tsunamis. Yeah. No. Yeah, they do get tornadoes out there, but it's like prairies, and that's the prairie is the main tornado zone.
Yeah. Cornfields.
That's something like if we were to move from Colorado, we would really have to consider, like, what are the lethal animals in the area where we're moving to? What are the natural disasters that could happen? I mean, who would have thought that this place flooded out, 7 years ago,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember being in Denver when it flooded here.
Yeah. That would suck if we owned a house and didn't have flood insurance.
Oof. Imagine that. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy. I bet, even if there were layers of water over here, it'd be seeping through the windows.
Definitely.
I wonder if whoever owned the house at that time, I don't know if it was Joe or not, but, if they had to deal with that.
I wonder, too. I mean, definitely people in Longmont got affected, but I don't know if it was, maybe closer to the riverways or something down there.
Yeah, I remember in Boulder, when the flood was happening, I went with my mom to the library in the basement, which a lot of people, oh, look, it's the little mouse. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There it is. It has come out.
Oh, it doesn't even realize that Jude's right there because it's just
I think it knows. It's just taking advantage of how quiet it is.
Oh my God, I love it. It's very rare that I actually see mice in person. And like when I do see them, it's because they're running away somewhere and I don't really get to stare at them. But that is so precious. And I know you don't like mice because they're invasive.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't like that they could just end up being a bunch of them, but at the same time, I look at that right there and I'm like, that's really cute. Like, it's a cartoon.
I know.
It's so very cute.
Cute.
But I also don't like it because if there are more of them, no.
But that one's so tiny.
I know.
Is that like a baby mouse?
Might be. I feel like I saw one
Here's your shade.
Earlier that was larger, but I'm wondering if it's eating like the grass seed or something.
Oh, like that's what that stuff is covered. You saw how lime green that was? That's covered in all sorts of crap. I'm trying not to move fast. I want to like sit up a little bit, but I also don't want to startle Jude and she's chasing the mouse. That'd be pretty sad.
She's not going to chase the mouse.
Oh my God, it's so cute. I wonder if it has been eating the bread that I've been leaving out.
How fast that is? It's like, it's creepy. It went under the fence.
Oh.
It's our neighbor's problem.
Oh, I see it still. He's just under the fence there. Oh. I love it. It's just sitting there. Yeah, I guess I could get away from Jude real quick.
Can you guys write in and let us know what you would do if you saw a mouse hanging out in your backyard? And this isn't the first time. I've seen it in the same area.
In the garage, right?
Yeah, I saw one like out of the corner of my eye, and I don't know how large it was or anything. I just saw a movement, and I was like, that was mouse movement. I was looking away, and then as I was turning back, I just saw it like scurry past. I was like, how did it know I was looking away?
I guess we need to get a cat, huh? Like a cat, just an outdoor cat that hangs out outside and doesn't poop in a litter box, but just wherever outside. And then I can chase the mice if it was really that big of an issue. But Jude knows that they're here. There's like a little planter box in our backyard, which we call her dirty apartment. And she's laying in it right now. And she sticks her nose. Oh, there it is again. She sticks her nose like in the plant that's growing out of it. It's just like a big old bush. And she knows, oh, look at how big its ears are.
Yeah.
Like she knows that the mice are in there. She can smell them. But the only time she's ever actually come across a mouse was when we lived in Broomfield, apartments that backed up to like open space. And she would just like pounce on the edge of the open space because she wanted to catch the mice. And she caught one once. She didn't hurt it. It wasn't like dead or bloody. Well, I think it might have been dead, but I think she scared it. Just like, little mouse heart attack.
I'm starting to not like it, babe.
Is it upsetting you? Are you unsettled? Does it disturb you?
That's the invasive part, you know. If it were a squirrel and I was like, I'm just passing by looking for some bread and then I'll see you later, cool. But I know that it's like, it's not paying rent.
Well, we could probably look up how to get rid of them because we know the source of it. You're so happy for the shade. I told you it was coming. I said 20 minutes, but then look behind you over there, and there's a bunch of blue skies still.
I don't want to know that, babe.
Okay, sorry, but yeah, I think if we knew how to get rid of them, we know where they're living. So it's hi, John.
Hi,
John. We call it her dirty apartment because. Yeah. There's a little keychain over there that we found in the dirt that is some like, you know, like those ones that you could buy at Spencer's, like the
early 2000s keychain. It says something like
about being wet.
It's something brash and inappropriate. And I think it unearthed in this planting pot, but I also feel like our pup has just been up to no good. So
in her dirty apartment. Yeah. It must feel good over there in the dirt.
We gotta fix her leg.
Yeah. You can fix it.
Okay.
We could take her to that vet that's up in Estes Park, especially. I love how the stories about Grace and her being sassy. Such a good word.
Yeah, I wonder because, like, the problem is she's probably going to be, like, if she had any sort of operation, she would be more fragile while it's healing than she is right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like she doesn't care that she's hurt. She just wants to be Bulbasaur. Squirtle. And
that reminds me of that Onion article. Bulbasaur found a gun or something.
Yeah, no need to panic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I feel like it would be worth for sure getting some sort of x-ray just to kind of diagnose it first before like jumping into we're going to pay for this surgery.
Well,
I mean, we would do it, no matter what.
They would have to do some sort of scan to know what it is. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, she still moves around. She's okay. It's just like when she tries to run is when she starts to like hop.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I haven't really run her in any open, large spaces like you take her for those walks. But I always just see like the jumping on the beds and stuff and the couch, and she'll like, wee.
Yeah, well, I haven't been playing fetch with her, like really running her lately, but I'll undo her leash when we're at the park so she can just free roam and do her own thing. But like in doing her own thing, she wants to run. So sometimes she's running and I just notice like she's kind of she's pushing with the power with her left leg, and then her right leg's just kind of hopping along, so it doesn't have to, it's not like this. It's like this. So it hurts my heart.
It could even be her hip, it might not even be the leg, but that happens. I remember there was a lady at the dog park in Westminster that she had 2 German Shepherds, and they like got along really well, like they liked each other, and she told me to watch out for that. She pointed something out about how Jude was standing and mentioned something about the hips, like just be careful because this could turn into something worse or whatever, blah blah blah. And I paid attention, but she was so young, I was like, she's not gonna have any problems anytime soon. But
yeah, I know it's common with German Shepherds, but I just don't want it to affect our baby. Oh, jeez. I know a lot of people feel like their dog is really cute, and I get it. I totally get it. Because ours is a corn dog just rolling in the dirt, having a good time.
Oh,
hello.
Pam. Do you want to come over here and say hello?
She looks somewhat interested, but also lazy and tired.
Yeah.
And comfortable.
Too tired from being spoiled, eating a bone.
Eating the bone. This is nice. The shade is so good. We should just end this as soon as the shade goes away.
That's fine. Like a quick little 30-minute episode, if that. I think we've been sitting here 10 minutes, for like maybe. 10 minutes. 17.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
2/3 of the way there, guys.
I guess we could talk about all the stuff that I bought yesterday because I'm super excited about all of it.
Yeah.
Like literally, how can I phrase this? I guess I just bought a bunch of stuff. I always think about, like, because I put things on my credit card, right? I'm like, okay, I'll pay this down, whatever, and it's not a problem. But it's exciting when I do catch up on the credit card. And by spend, I'd never go over, like, $1,000, if that. And that's something that not a problem to pay down. So, like, my credit card was extremely low. All paid off. And then yesterday.
Putting in that work.
I know. What did it start with? So I returned some shorts that I bought because they were very stiff. I wanted to love them, just couldn't do it. Too stiff. I'll shop at Kohl's for shorts. So I bought shoes, which equaled about the same price as the shorts. 2 pairs of them. And they're really cool. They're like high top shoes. I wear my sneakers a lot for work. And going out in the winter, I feel like I wear those boots that I got from Sorel a lot. But like for summertime, I'm really excited for these shoes. I got a black pair and a white pair. Or marshmallow, they're called.
I think that's a fair trade. It was like 3 pairs of shorts, right?
Right, 3 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of shoes. And then the difference was only like $20-something. So I technically paid like $20 for 2 pairs of shoes. And then, what was the next purchase? The next purchase was... Yep, PlayStation.
Nice.
Yep, got a PlayStation 4.
We went on the hunt, and there were no places in town that had PlayStations.
That was pretty annoying. I thought for sure that would be an easy breeze, like go out, pick one up, and done.
Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, Target, no love. So
Staples.
Ordered one off of PlayStation.com, and even they were like, we only have a few left.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like, imagine all of the people that are on PlayStation at the same time thinking about ordering a PlayStation, and I managed to snag one. And you logged in, which got it, the shipping cost was free, which was very nice. It was like $300. And the shipping would have been $12.99 for 2 day, and it was like $18.99 for 1 day. And so it was pretty cheap.
It was free for 1 day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said $18.99.
Oh, like without you logging in.
Yeah.
So like.
So it would have been $18.99, but it's free.
Free.
So
yep. Very good.
We should be getting that really soon, and that's exciting.
And then I play some video games, and
I'm looking forward to that big time.
And the PlayStation, you already have beeps randomly.
Yeah, but
beep.
Don't even think about that, because these are 2 separate PlayStations. It's not one to replace the other.
No.
We're gonna have to.
I know, but I'm just saying too, like when I brought it up yesterday, it'd be nice to have one in the room even, so like we can play games together, and then on top of that, if your other PlayStation ever poops out, or, you know, if other people are around playing games, then you can play games too, you know?
Yeah.
It's nice to know
that's
an option.
It's going to be really nice.
I know.
I'm most
excited.
looking forward to us playing together.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. And food.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And we ate Five Guys too yesterday. That was like kind of a deal that we had. We had to drop off my shorts that I was replacing for the shoes, and then I swallowed that one. Sorry. There was a Walmart on one side of town, a Walmart on the other side of town, and you totally forgot that Walmart was over there. Yep. And it was like, okay, if they have the PlayStation, we're getting Five Guys. If they don't, we'll go to the other one, and then we'll get the cauliflower wings.
Yeah.
And then you just called over there, and they were like, nope, don't got.
No PlayStations.
So Five Guys it was.
Yep.
And also, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking a lot today, but it's
no, I like it.
It's
a relief.
It's annoying how there are no PlayStations. It's so annoying.
I agree. But I also understand a lot of people want to play.
They had Xboxes. Why is that? Why does no one want to play Xbox? Does it suck?
Hard to say. I don't want to be biased. I just get whatever my friends have. So
yeah,
I had a PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, an Xbox 360, and then a PlayStation 4, because that's just what my friends had. So
I know, and I get that's something like your friends have PlayStation, but why are there Xboxes left? Like, clearly people buy up the PlayStations, and there were still Xboxes available unless they had shipped in that day or something. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they just have like a deeper stock of Xbox, because Xbox is a Microsoft company, so they have a lot of money behind it. But PlayStation is Sony, so they have a lot of money. So I don't know. I mean, I could just say that PlayStations are better, but that's just because that's what I play. Yeah. So I don't know. But
that's fine.
I'm glad you were able to order one.
I know. I'm so excited. That's going to be so cool.
It'll be in very soon.
Yeah, tomorrow probably. And worst case scenario, like Tuesday morning.
Very much looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of that. And then kind of by freak accident, this is a whole other story too. You were doing laundry because I was mad. We were actually very annoyed yesterday at each other. At least to the first half of the day, I would say. We worked that out, but you were doing laundry, and you look like you could fall asleep. I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, please, I'm listening.
Yeah, that's fine. But I missed it. You flung a shirt up into the lights that we had there, like Christmas lights wrapped around our canopy bed, and tore those down. You basically damaged one strand, does not work anymore. The other one is only half lighting up now, so I just took them down. And I was like, I'm not even going to bother with this. And then you also thought you broke the ceiling fan, but I literally just flicked a switch on it, and then it worked again.
I jammed that thing up.
Yeah. But with that, the whole, point of the story is that I took down the Christmas lights, and I was like, wow, it actually looks very neat in here now. Like, it feels more adulty instead of, like, having the Christmas lights, which I love. I think they're cool in the living room still. It makes it feel a little less.
There are no like light switch flip on overhead lights in the living room, so you got to be creative. And I think you've done the best thing we could do. But unless we put a gigantic LED bar along the floorboard.
No, that sounds awful.
That'd be cool.
If we put like a stand-up light,
Futuristic.
that would be something to invest in, maybe even for the bedroom. But I took the little light that was in the living room on the fireplace that we don't even use really anyways and popped that in the room, and it's just perfect.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It's like a hotel.
Yeah. And I cleaned up some knickknacks and stuff last weekend, I want to say, that were lying around. And during the winter months, we've got a box of like hoodies and sweatshirts that we've got like a small closet. It's very, very tiny. It's most of my, junky clothes or whatever. I actually cleaned it up and got rid of a lot of them. So it's most of your clothes now.
I need to get rid of a lot of them too. There's a lot of stuff in there that I don't need or wear. I mean, just in general, I have so many clothes that I don't need. Been lugging them around for years.
Yeah. But I was looking at the box in the corner full of sweatshirts that used to actually just be full of them. It never was like exploding out the top. I mean, there's winter gear in there too, like scarves and stuff. But when I busted out that light from the living room and put it on the dresser, I was like, it'd be nice if we had an armoire or some sort of dresser to put on this wall in our bedroom that we could put these things, so that way we wouldn't have to lug it down to the basement every, summer. And so I did. I found an armoire. It was really cool, actually.
It is cool. I like the sliding doors.
Yeah.
That's the big selling point.
I was trying to avoid IKEA at first, actually, to be fair, because we have dressers from them, and they work fine. I think if you like bolt stuff together and like just even a random weird off way, even by like an inch or whatever, that's a centimeter maybe. I mean, they like my dresser, the bottom one kind of gotta like jam it in, but I also made holes on there that I shouldn't have. So, but I was a little hesitant, but they had the best price for what the furniture was. And so, like, I looked at a bunch of different places. Pottery Barn was like billions of dollars, so not doing that. There was like some weird department store. Then I looked at I didn't look at American Furniture Warehouse. I didn't think about that. But I did look at Wayfair, Overstock, Amazon even. And then I sent you my top 4 from IKEA. And one of them had sliding doors, and like that was that. That was like, those are dope.
That's all it took.
Yeah. And sliding doors. I started like Googling sliding door armoire or sliding door dresser or whatever, and nothing compared. So I was like, even though the shipping cost is $100, we're gonna do it. And it was still cheaper than a lot of them, and still had more space. So I'm really excited.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, those things take maybe up to a couple of hours max to build, and then we'll have it, and it'll work, and it'll clean up the room. Cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It'll be really nice. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. I'm very excited. I like when I can, and I call it like an investment, like I was saying with your business, like pictures and recordings. It's an investment. But that's the way I look at things when I'm spending a lot of money. It's like, I don't necessarily need this right now, but I think it would make my life feel a little more put together, Yeah. And although I also did not need another cowhide rug, but somehow that happened.
Yeah, you went big yesterday. It was a big day. It was a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, I've spent similar amounts of money on less exciting things, like even like online courses or something. So
that cowhide rug was dope though, and that all started because I was on IKEA, right? And then it just showed up cowhide rugs. It was like, get this or whatever, and I clicked on it, and I was like, I don't know, they didn't have a white one. I wanted just a plain white one. They had black ones, they had brown ones, and I was like, And then I started Googling it, like cowhides, and then it turned into a whole thing. But I got a really, really big one for like $180, which is dope. It was on sale, so I'm excited.
My next thing's going to be a tripod, and I don't know what that'll cost yet.
$11,000.
Oh. Did you notice that bush like grows through the fence? I've never seen that before.
I actually, I'm not wearing my contacts, so I'm kind of squinting.
That's past Jude's head.
Oh, that one. Oh, shit. That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Oh, that's weird.
I've never noticed that before.
I was looking at this one right here, and I'm imagining that one probably goes through in certain spots because it looks like it's on the other side of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
But it could also just be the same bush growing up over there or something that got chopped in half or whatever.
Very true.
That's creepy. I don't like it. Can we can we chop that? Can we cut those branches? Because that looks just creepy.
I mean, yeah, we could. I wonder what it looks like on the other side.
Can you go look real quick and tell me?
Yeah.
I'll keep talking. But it looks unnatural. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like those pictures where trees grow around something, or like something expands over something human made. That one's in and out. Oh, so that one goes through as well? But not as creepy looking, right? That one, yeah, it's so gross. Is it pretty in there? It's oh, yeah, he's looking over the fence now. It's gross because the plant, it's like horizontal. It's just like the rest of it grows up, but two parts of it were just like growing. Come here, Jude. Hi, Jude. But it's just like straight in through the cracks on the fence, and now Eli's pulling it. Oh, it looks like it might be. Careful with the fence there. That's so weird. You've been jacked. It's Jude and I. Jude, what do you think about the mice living in the backyard? I don't like them. They're invasive. You can come sit here next to me. There.
Yeah.
Do you want your headphones?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Oh my God, she's so precious.
She is.
That's like when we were arguing yesterday, or more when I was mad at you, and you were like laying on the
I'm good.
Sorry, you were laying on the chair, one of them, and then I came to lay next to you, and then Jude hopped up on it before I even had a chance to lay down.
Stole the spot. She loves these chairs.
Yeah, she does.
Can't blame her.
Yep, there she goes. She's gonna go bark at the neighbor.
Maybe. Bark
Maybe
at the
not.
bush.
That's so gross. I can't believe I never saw that before.
It's like significant on the other side.
Does it start from those two branches though?
Yeah. I mean, like those branches are large on the other side and like
growing up.
That's
so weird. Yeah. But is there anything below that? Like, is it touching the ground at all, or is it just sprouting out?
They're just sprouting out from there. I don't know how they decided to go through the fence like that.
That's why I'm saying it's gross, because like all of it's growing up and then it's just sideways into it.
Yeah, through the fence.
I wonder how long it's been doing that and how we haven't noticed.
Right. I mean, it must be since the fence was there, and I wonder if that's going to like damage the fence because it's growing. But
I feel like we should probably chop it down at some point.
Then it's just going to be like two bushes in their yard on the ground randomly.
Yeah. That's so weird. It's so weird. It creeps me out. I don't like it.
Well, what can we do, you know?
Chop it.
We could chop it.
Hi, John. Come here.
Whoa, bee-bonds.
Hi. I'm a little baby.
Hi, Papa. Hi, Dooba-Doobas.
Oh, she's so excited. You want to come over here? Oh, next you're going to hop on your bed. Oh, yeah, that's funny, too. We bought her a nice, big, squishy, extra large bed. Actually, this one's just the extra large, I think. Do you want to come up here?
Because we love her.
Yeah, and we bought her stairs to try and help climb up onto the bed instead of having to jump onto
the ottoman and then up. She didn't like that very much.
No, she didn't.
We tried.
It's just, I think she would have been okay with it because they're big enough, I think, and like they're, wide enough, but it's not like heavy enough. Like when she stepped on it, it kind of wiggled a little bit, and that to her makes it feel insecure.
Yeah.
Like she could slide. And that's how I assume she hurt herself to begin with.
Yeah, I know. I wish that would have worked. And like part of me thinks about a ramp still, but it's like we just got to figure out what's going on because it's been 2 weeks or something.
Longer than that for sure. Like since she's been like limping and afraid to jump. It's been almost a month probably or more. Yeah, for
a month? I don't know. Because it was like 2 weeks ago when your mom came over with Scarlett.
Oh,
so
and
maybe
Scarlett landed on her
before then. Yeah.
Yeah. But oh God, it's the creepy ice cream truck people. Can you hear it?
Not with these on. We like ice cream. I'm looking forward to dinner.
Me too.
Even if it's an early dinner.
I mean, it's not. I looked at the time. It was like 2:45-ish maybe when we were starting. Like when we even were like, okay, let's do this. And then by the time you were done setting up, I'd say it was probably around 4 o'clock maybe. I don't know. And then we got to place the order. Go pick it up. I don't know. I am curious now. What time is it?
You got to push like the bottom, middle, or the sides.
Oh, look at that. 4:50.
Almost 5.
It took you that long to set everything up.
Took you that long because you didn't help.
I did help. I grabbed the dog bed. I grabbed this thing, which is the main source, essentially, of recording.
It's 2 things, babe. I love you.
Love you. What are you frowning at over there?
Because I have to put everything away.
I'll help. I always help put it away because I don't know where you need it when you set it up. And look, the sky.
I know.
But then look at, see, it's been doing this. Like, I'm assuming that these clouds are just going to crash into these clouds because those ones haven't really moved. They're still over there. And so there's a little bit of blue, but they're going to come, and then it's just going to stay here.
Is it going to rain?
I don't think it was supposed to, but anything is possible, I guess.
Yes, it is.
I'm talking about the thunderstorms and the snow melt and the something precipitation.
Precipsips.
Yeah.
Precipitate.
Sorry I'm rambling so much.
I like it because I'm
tired.
You
look tired.
I'm tired.
What are we going to do this evening after eating?
I'm
gonna
go
to sleep?
I'm gonna yawn.
You going to play video games?
No. We'll hang out here.
What if it's cold? It's chilly out here. We could hang out in the bedroom and watch 90 Day Fiancé.
We could.
Oh. Well, I ran out of all the exciting things I wanted to talk about. So
okay. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm like dying over here, but you gotta help me because
you're not dying. What
I'm
time?
your husband.
How long have we been doing this?
Long time.
37 minutes. Wow. Well, let's shoot for like 8 more minutes. We'll make it a nice, easy 45 minutes.
Make it a nice, easy 45. Okay. So, updates in the life here at home.
Talk about your cool group on Facebook and how supportive they are. Like more supportive than all of your friends and me.
Well, yeah, I haven't kept Kirsten too involved. Like some of the stuff that I do with this business is like, I don't know. I just do it and I don't talk about it. Yeah, because I'm not sure how excited people are about it, or at least I'm not sure how excited the people around me are about it, because I get it. Like, it's cool if that's what you're into. It's cool if you have goals or you're like looking to relate with people who have goals. But if you're just like, I don't know, if you're just a person and you don't care, then it's hard to try to talk about this stuff. So, yeah, I got clothes, and now that it's cloudy enough and I don't have to worry about sweating, I can put this on.
Nice.
Hear the swish.
That's such a cool jacket.
I like it a lot, actually. I'm really happy about it. So I got this and a few polos, the logo and everything on it. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but
goodbye, bug. Oh, he's on your arm now. Goodbye, bug. Jesus.
Yeah.
Come on. God damn it.
Come on, babe.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got like annoyed at how annoyed you were about that. I was just trying to get the bug off. And
I wasn't annoyed. You just smashed it on my coat.
No.
I wasn't annoyed. You're annoyed.
You're annoyed.
Okay, whatever. I'm not annoyed. Anyway, so I got this jacket and I got a few polos, and the polos are pretty large, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. You know,
they look nice.
I'll still use them. Yes. Yeah. So that's exciting. I know we talked about business cards last week. I got my business bank account open. I launched a Facebook ad today. Yeah, it's been a process, but I'm looking forward to seeing like where it goes. And as far as this group goes, I know I've talked about it a lot, and I'll just announce it again in case anybody's interested. It's Flash Film Academy, and that's the YouTube channel that I've been following, and the owner of that company, his name's Tyrone Turner, and I've done like consultation meetings with him, but he has this YouTube page where he's telling you all this business insider, good, insightful information about starting a business in this industry and what to do, or like things to really think about. So it's been really great, and I've been in that Facebook group and just speaking with people. People like post their websites and ask for feedback, or post like commercials that they're doing for themselves and ask for feedback and stuff. And they've been super supportive the whole time, and it's like
uplifting.
It's really uplifting. And I mean, I've done like simple things. I'm not like looking for praise, but I'm keeping those folks updated with what I'm doing for this business, because that's the point of the group. So it's just really nice the things that people have said. And
yeah, I like what you were even sharing earlier. Like, they're so supportive. Like, it's insane. They don't know you. Like, they probably know you a little better now, but updating them with what you're doing, and they all are like, go Eli, like, look what Eli did, like, how awesome. And like, they all like know you and support you. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I'm glad that you've got that outlet, you know, like that support group and people that can talk to.
I mean, I definitely appreciate it. And I mean, I try to be, I know you don't have your contacts in, but there is a squirrel at the very top of that very tall tree over there, and it's pretty neat.
Is it the one that's
like behind the green one? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see him up there.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm squinting.
Doing squirrel stuff. But yeah, I'm overwhelmed with how kind people have been, because I'm not searching for validation or anything. I'm literally just telling people like, hey, this is cool. I got these business cards in, and some people will be like, where'd you get those? And then I'll tell them. And same thing with the jacket and the clothes, like got my apparel in. But people, I think, are just maybe a little concerned about their rate of progress with just like starting a business, because we're all in it together. So I wonder if like some people who just haven't bit the bullet to jump, they're not like in it yet.
I think that dog is out again.
Whatever.
Maybe.
So I wonder if like that's part of it, like because they're that's what they want to do, is just go ahead and do it, that they're supportive that I'm just going ahead and doing it. Whatever the reason, I'm just really appreciative, and I hope that all of those people who are in that group succeed, because we all have the tools. Like, the reason that I've gotten this far with what I've done as far as building the groundwork and the foundation is because of the information that I've gotten from that page and from that
group
channel.
And those people, yeah.
Which is the same information they all have access to.
Right.
So I think the biggest thing about building a successful business, at least right now, is making sure you know exactly who you're trying to target, like who you're selling your service to. And that's where a lot of people have trouble figuring out, like, do I want to do weddings? Do I want to do real estate photos? Do I want to do car pictures or event photos? Like, a lot of people want to do all of those. Yeah. And you can't successfully have a business if you're scattered. Yeah. Like that. So
I like I think you mentioned this before, like when you picture Pepsi or whatever, Coca-Cola, like it's just, that's what they do. And maybe they have separate branches of things, but they keep it different. Like, it's a different brand, different website, whatever. Same company, but it's...
Nice memory. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was something that one of those people on that group told you, right?
The guy who runs the whole thing. That's like where I'm getting all of this information from. He gave Pepsi as... I mean, I think it's a great example, because if you go to Pepsi's website, it's all Pepsi. I mean, there's hardly even Pepsi One or Diet or anything on there. It's just Pepsi. And then if you want to, like, they also own Dr. Pepper and I think Gatorade. Yeah. But it's all Mist, but none of that is on Pepsi's website. You would have to search a different website. So it's like, we do this one thing.
Right.
We
I
also
like
have these things, and maybe there's like a small link at the bottom that you can click to go to drpepper.com or something. But yeah, it's.
I like that was a decision you made, because I remember early on too, me even saying, well, why can't you do all of this? Why can't you set this all up and blah, blah, blah. And I like that your idea, your business itself is a great thing, and I'm excited for it to get going. And, first client, that'll be pretty cool. And then if you did end up ever wanting to branch out, it's not necessarily like Eli Button, it's your company, Story to Record, or
right.
you'll have different branded names or something if you wanted, and you could have people helping out and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a good setup that you've got.
Thanks, B. Yeah, I think like the future, so I already have it set up to where every recording that I do could be released as a podcast episode. So that's like already a second form of business from this initial business. I think it would be awesome long term to create an app to like prompt people maybe in different languages and like have it something that people could just do as like a low budget like simple solution if that's what they want. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to think of all of the ways, like even just sticking to older adults and maybe even more specifically older adults who highly value family and memories. Just having a way to like live in that space but also expand in that space. So like I can do different stuff, but it's still targeting the same person. It's not like I'm doing this but I'm also doing weddings or
right.
And it right away, like, I know I told you about how I got the idea for the auto lot photography.
Yep.
And I had, like, this guy was essentially everyone was laid out this complete business plan in this YouTube video that they put out on Flash Film Academy. Like, if you want to roll with this, you can roll with this. And if you want to, like, approach car dealerships and offer to take pictures of their cars on their lot for a set rate, this amount for this many photos, and I'll come by and do it every week. And you start by doing like the most expensive car dealership like Mercedes or whatever, Lamborghini, whatever's in your area, offering to do theirs for free. So then you have those pictures on your website and that looks great. So when you go to Ford, they're like, oh wow, you take pictures of Lamborghinis. Of course you could take pictures of Ford. So, just like the whole plan was kind of laid out. And I even bought a domain name, autoexposuremedia.com. But my heart wasn't in it. I just had to I thought about it more and more and I was like, I think at some point that's just going to feel like a job.
Yeah.
Like getting up to go take pictures like a car lot or something.
Whereas this is something that you're passionate about and something. That's a good.
And it would be different every time.
Yeah. I'm happy that you came to this decision. I mean, that train of process, or the process train. Sorry.
Train of thought.
Train of thought, yeah. But the thought process that you had to decide on what you wanted to actually do. I'm glad that that's what you went with.
Me too.
That was part of it when you were asking me a lot, like, for opinions and like, what should I do this? Should I do this? And I was like, I don't care. Just do whatever, blah, blah, blah. I remember thinking like, why can't you do it all? Blah, blah, blah. But no, I'm glad that you decided on something and that you're happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean.
And you have a jacket now too.
Yes. If I wanted to do weddings also, and then you went to my website and you're like, oh, he does this.
Cars.
But he also does weddings and he does cars, like it would just look scattered.
All
so
over
yeah,
the place.
I'm glad that this is set. I've gotten no negative feedback. Nothing but like, oh wow, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah. You don't see a lot of that at all, or even out here, even like.
I mean, I've not found another company that does this.
Yeah.
There's one company, shout out to Life Corpse, I think is what it's called.
Life Corpse.
I think so. But what they
like
do
corpse,
is like they
dead body corpse.
They'll like travel around the country and they'll have like an event center and people can come in and they just have like some volunteer dude with a camcorder and they do like a similar thing.
Okay.
But this is like come to your house, record like
whatever
your
you
mantle
want.
with all of your family pictures and put that in, and like when you're talking about your widowed husband, I show pictures from your relationship with him, like
it's like a video, like a movie,
an actual
less
documentary movie sort of story with hopefully good
I
quality. They won't be
like it.
outdoors, so I can control the lighting.
Oh, this is kind of off topic here, but the two, like the mirrored thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you shared the unboxing thing yet? Have you done that?
I put it on the Story to Record YouTube.
Oh, okay.
channel.
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna watch it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's way too long.
Oh,
but that's okay.
I know that's fine. But how does that work, and how are you gonna use it? It's
gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
it looks great.
That was a good purchase too. See,
Yeah.
that's what we were talking about, big purchases, and that doesn't directly affect both of us necessarily right away, which it might,
But I'm gonna write it off.
Write it off.
But yeah, that's that's the one thing. That's why I need a stronger tripod. I think it works, but it also feels like iffy, and I don't want it to feel iffy.
Here's a thought too, are you talking about the tripod we got right now, right here?
Yeah, when I have like the face-to-face large thing on it and my camera on it.
That's what I'm thinking. So looking at this right now, the top part with your little the video thing that I bought on there, that's really cool. Yeah. This it looks legit, and then you look at the tripod and you're like, that's a very little tiny baby tripod. I
gotta say, it's a very good tripod.
Yeah.
And it's also a lower end.
It looks less fancy than the rest of your getup here.
Yeah, but I also I don't even know if a better tripod would look better, but
right.
I there are just some that are way stronger, sturdier, and then some that middle bar that's hanging directly below. Some of those have a hook, so I could actually hook one of those sandbags to it and weigh it down, and that would be legit. But there's not even a place where I could screw that in.
Or the bags right now, there's nowhere to attach. You just throw them over the legs, huh?
I just did it for now because it was windy earlier, but I've never had to use those with this before, but I don't want that to fall over. So.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't have to worry about the wind inside, but I feel like having a better tripod would be good. So yeah, I'll figure that out. But that's nice because it's I don't need it, but I also don't need anything else. The only other things that I would need is to keep paying for marketing.
Yeah.
And then if I am out and about and I run out of business cards, ordering more business cards or brochures. But otherwise, I have everything. Maybe I'll order another polo or two, a smaller one and a women's one.
Yeah.
But
I would like a jacket instead, actually.
Oh, nice.
Give me a jacket.
Yeah, I could get you a jacket. The only thing, and you brought up a good point, is that this jacket does make a bit of noise. So I would be a little worried about it, but at the same time, I'd probably be sitting still.
Right.
When I'm doing that with
if
somebody.
You're wearing it. Yeah, it's slick. I like it.
Me too.
Here come the sun.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to just pitching this to facilities, and because that's where I'm gonna start.
You're looking forward to that part? That part would scare the crap out of me.
It scares me too, but I also the risk and the reward. The risk, I have a way of communicating with older adults.
You're very good.
I know living facilities because I've interned there. I've been working in the in-home care industry for years. So I can speak their language. Mm-hmm. I understand their pain points. People are isolated. People don't get family visits enough.
I'll come visit them.
The activities are boring. They're tired of the old same stuff. And it's a way that the facility could make money. So it's I'm walking in with solutions and positive things for the facility and the residents and me. So I'm confident.
I just had a thought. It would be a drive, but we could probably get my grandma to do one of these, like 1 year, if you wanted. That is kind of far away, but she would have a lot of really interesting stuff to talk about. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to pay for
it. No.
Yeah, so I was thinking about, I forgot to do it because I launched that Facebook ad earlier today. I was thinking about writing the first 3 people to respond I'll do for free.
Oh, and just like not even charge them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just wait to see who reaches out and then surprise them and be like, hey, we're going to do it for free.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Just like writing on the post, like the first 3 people to comment can have like a free session.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
that's fair.
Then again, I don't know.
No, that makes sense. Because then, yeah, if someone's reaching out, like willing to pay for it, like you wouldn't just be like, okay, but we're going to do it for free.
You know, the sad-ish part about it is that in the same way where I was just talking about if you have photos of Lamborghini, then your Ford dealership's probably going to be like, okay, you can take pictures of our trucks.
I know what you're going with this, where you're going with it. Sorry.
Yeah. So, like, it would be kind of nice to
be able to offer people that would maybe want the service but don't have enough to pay for it type of thing. Like,
no, I mean, like the exact opposite. Like, and I don't mean that in like a, not that I don't want to help out people with less finances, but
what
like simply for the marketing.
Pro bono.
Yeah, pro bono services. Yeah. But simply for the marketing, if like I'm doing, if I'm recording somebody's story and they live in a mansion and the whole video and the background and everything looks immaculate, and then I put that as a commercial on my website, it's going to look better than if I'm in like somebody's small apartment.
Yes.
So like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if I were doing it for free, it would be cool to like get that material that I could use for a commercial.
Who's got a big house? Courtney has a big house.
Yeah, but
no mantle though.
I mean, she wouldn't be a part of that.
I know. I'm just trying to think of places you could record it. Put Brian at Courtney's house.
No.
But with a big mantle.
No, it's got to be authentic.
Okay.
So I would just have to like go up to Chautauqua and walk down those streets there and be like, hey, do you want to do this for free?
Hey.
You have the coolest house in town. Do you want to do this for free?
For free.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know what I'll do about that. But I also just blocked out my scheduling availability for the rest of this month. And I meant to put something in the thing about like, well, no, I didn't really mean to. I thought about putting something as like, we have held off our services for this month for for awareness or whatever. So book starting June, but I also don't know if that's a smart move, if I should open my schedule back up.
Well, businesses are opening again. There was like people waiting to get their haircut today, remember? So
but the seniors, like the at-risk population, are still like on stay-at-home orders. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'll just open it back up. It'd be easier.
And I was going to say too, sorry, I know I'm changing the subject kind of, but when you go pitch this to places, I'd be happy to come with too.
That'd be cool.
And like help, support.
Yeah. Just look like a team.
Yeah. A married team.
We just wear our polos. Yeah. So the first place is that I'm going to pitch it to is the assisted living facility where I interned. So
you were going to do that soon, but they put that off a little bit, right?
I didn't follow up because of what's going on. So what I actually wanted to do first was get my website and everything squared away and get this business account. And now that that's done, I could do it. But I'm wondering if it would make more sense if I waited until like people were back in the office. Or
bug is on you again. How did he get up there? Sorry. But yeah, I know what you mean.
But I also feel like I have a decent in with some of the people who are making decisions with the company, so maybe it wouldn't hurt to just follow up on that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small place, but the benefit of having them sign on would be to say like, if I go to some other facility, I could say, hey, this facility is we're contracted with them. Yeah. But then also like, are they going to sign on if I don't have
something already to show your work?
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, obviously, I don't think you would share your podcast stuff. You wouldn't be like, hey, look at this and like what we do for fun. But I mean, I believe that you would pitch it well. Like you could say, make an outline. There's probably got to be something out there in the business world or marketing world that tells you everything you need to have ready to successfully sell a product or something, like a service, where you can show like your work in different ways and be like, here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
This is how. But yeah, it definitely wouldn't hurt to get like one done, so that way you could show them.
Yeah, that's what the mentor guy Ty was saying, that I should do a couple of them first before approaching the facility, just so I have that, like I could make a promo video. Mm-hmm. But another like temporary solution that I was thinking about that might work, because the reality is a lot of people have shown some sort of interest, or at least a lot of support, just based off of the current website that doesn't have any videos or examples on it right now. But something I thought about doing this weekend was recording a commercial like here at home.
Oh, you can still do that.
Yeah, I might tomorrow or something. Just like, I imagine like a time lapse, setting everything up in the living room or something. I could even move some of the furniture out of the way so it looks legit.
Yeah.
A time lapse of like maybe you and I setting it up so it looks like people are working
in our little like, uniforms.
Yeah, and so we set it up. There's a time lapse. I talk about like losing my mom, wishing that I had something like this, why I started it, my relationship to older adults, and like try to do that in like a 1 to 3 minute short video. Talk about the process and what it looks like.
I like that idea. That sounds fun.
And then I could put that on the homepage of the website. And then another thing that I was wondering about, you know, that picture that I have on the top of the kid's hand and the if that picture like automatically turns into that commercial video.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So thinking about that.
Okay. I like it. I
Me
like
too.
it a lot.
Yeah. So maybe we could do that, because it like that does multiple things. It would be us practicing essentially setting everything up like I would have to do for an actual job.
Yeah.
And then also like running it and
making
having a commercial. Another thing that I thought about was like, because I have an app now on my phone for the teleprompter thing, so I could like actually read what I want to say.
Nice.
And make it look official. I could even have like multiple things, so it's consistent. The video's consistent, but if I want a different message, like I could put up a video tomorrow that says something about COVID awareness, but I do another take and a different script, and then I'm talking about Christmas coming up and the holidays or something, so I could just put in a different video at different times of the year that when people look at the website, they can see like this is related to.
That's smart, just doing it all.
Yeah. Just like cuts away and like this Christmas season, boobity-boobita.
This Christmas season, it's almost June.
Or maybe I could even have like Christmas. Zooming in about different things, and like it doesn't actually show me talking about it, so I could have a space to just voice over different things at different times and drop that in. So
yeah, lots of good ideas.
I'm thinking a lot, you know.
Yeah, I don't think at all.
You do. I mean, you led this podcast for 40 minutes by yourself.
Talking about buying things, because I like to buy things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and like, I don't know. So do I. But
it worked.
Yeah.
We talked so much. Uh-oh, is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't tell.
1 hour and 3 minutes.
That was good. I spent a majority of it talking about things that I like to buy and things that I probably don't need, but I buy them anyways. And then you get to talk a lot about, and I was actually listening today and very interested.
That's nice, B. Sometimes I just look around because I'm like, nobody cares.
Nobody's there. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm here today. I am listening. I'm excited for it.
Me too.
I'm most excited for once it takes off. You know, I think it's going to be a really good business.
Yeah.
And you are the type of person that I think you are, I don't know if you'd even consider yourself like introverted. Like you're definitely more quiet. You're definitely not super shy, but I feel like when it comes time to talking about things that you care about, and like you're just smart, like you're intellectual and concise, and what's that word? Articulate. You're all of those. So like when you talk to people, I feel like you do a very good job of presenting yourself. Even if you don't necessarily know what you're talking about, like it sounds exactly like you know what you're doing.
Wow.
So I think it'll be really good once, it comes
really
time to sell it and get it going.
Thanks, B. Yeah. I really appreciate that. That's very nice.
I think that all the time, just so you know. So even if I don't say it all the time, I assume, or I just imagine that you're the smarter one. I'm pretty dumb.
But
so
I'm concise and knowledgeable. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. That's really nice. And you're very smart. And that's why we're together, because it wouldn't work otherwise. But
I'm very grammatical.
Yes.
Is that a word?
And I appreciate that. Yes, it is.
Very grammatical.
And I guess I just have like a knack for customer service, or I understand customer service, so I'm hoping that that'll pay off. You know,
I
don't want to get
customer service too, but I'm a pushover. I don't think you are. I'm a big old pushover.
See, and then that's like something that if you're answering phones, we would have to figure out. And I'm actually, to be honest, I'm thinking about doing one more consultation. I know.
I think that's a great idea. I love all the advice that guy's given you. He seems really, really nice and helpful, so I don't have any. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
No, I wouldn't need that. But the reason is I kind of want to just like walk through my website with him, because the last time that I did this, it was as my website was being built.
Right.
So now I kind of want to like
hey,
he's a proponent of having no prices on your website. So they wouldn't be able to book online at all, because he wants people to call so you can talk about what exactly they need, so you could create a price based on what they're asking for. So I get that. I already have all the payment stuff set up, so it's like it's there. Do I leave it? Do I change it? So I don't know. I kind of want to talk to him about that.
I think that's a good idea. I support it.
Yeah.
I also support potato skins.
Yeah, we should probably do that, huh?
Yeah.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I only ate that little chicken today.
Wow, that's crazy. I was feeling sick from not eating
earlier. I biked too, and when I say bike, I mean stationary bike that we have, but I did 10 miles in 30 minutes at the Resistance. I don't know. It felt tough. I was like, oh, I'm dying, plus bunch. I don't know. I'm hungry.
I did 10 miles the other day. It was rough. No me gusta.
I try to keep it at 3-minute miles, though, but that was definitely not the best. Wait, 3-minute miles? Would that make sense? I did it in 3 minutes time for 30?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. See, that's why you're smart.
No,
you do
that's
the
okay.
numbers.
Just basic.
You see Santa Claus in the clouds up there?
Yeah. Wow, nice.
They see the beard and the eyes and the hat, kind of.
Glowy eyes.
A little less Santa, maybe more Jesus.
That's impressive.
No, I see the hat. Never mind.
I like Santa. Yeah, that's a good one.
The more you stare, though, the more the sun's
Jerry
kind of
Garcia.
bouncing off the clouds.
Yeah, and destroying our eyeballs.
Yeah.
Can we wrap this up?
Yes, please. I'm ready.
All right. Thank you, guys. Episode 34, Shaquille O'Neal Express, slam dunk, break the backboard, smash it up, L.A., Celtics, Shaq style, Shaq Fu. That was a great game. That was a really good game on Super Nintendo, Shaq Fu. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for listening or watching or however you are digesting this. We appreciate you as always. Stick around next week for episode 35, and we're just going to keep this going. So take care. Do you have anything you want to say to me?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Take care.
Taking the credit.